have the incisors here in the front, and then the canines here. After the canines, you have the premolars, and then the molars are on the back, so back here. And then you can also see the tongue. So, tongue here. So let's move down this way. So here, so this entire structure is the larynx, and some of the specific structures. So this is the thyroid cartilage, and then the cricoid cartilage is inferior, so that's like right there. So then from there, you have the trachea. The trachea goes all the way down, splits into the primary bronchi, and gets here into the lungs. The three different, the lobes on the lung for the cat. So you have the anterior here, and then the posterior is here, the bottom, and then this one is the middle. So this right here is the middle. And it's the same thing on this side. So anterior, and then middle, and then posterior right here on the back side. And then you also have the mediastinal one, which is kind of deep, but that's what's back there, the mediastinum. This here is cut, but this is the diaphragm. So with the diaphragm, whenever you're relaxed, the diaphragm is going to be dome-shaped. So it's going to be like this. But then whenever you breathe in, it flattens, it contracts, right? Because you're breathing in air and the lungs are expanding, so you have to make room for that. So it flattens like that, and then when you breathe out, when you exhale, it goes back up to the dome-shaped position. So this here is the liver, like really big here in the cat. And then if we look here on the inside, this is the gallbladder. So you see the gallbladder there, and what comes off the gallbladder is the cystic duct. So the liver is what synthesizes or produces bile, and then it's stored here in the gallbladder. And then it gets released during a fatty meal. So the cystic duct, and then what I then look for is the common bile duct. So the common bile duct is what's going here into the duodenum. So this here is the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine. And then what's coming off of here, this is the common hepatic duct. So the common hepatic duct and then the cystic duct merge, and they form the common bile duct. And then since I'm already here on the duodenum, you can see this structure, which is the pancreas. So the pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice here into the duodenum. And you can also see it here on this side, pancreas. Okay, so now let's go back this way. Let's look at the stomach. So here's the stomach. You have the greater curvature, which is the attachment site for the greater omentum. So the greater omentum is what covers the abdominal contents, so it sits like that. It covers it all the way here to the bottom. And then the lesser omentum, that's what's up here. So that's what attaches to the liver. So you have the greater curvature, the lesser curvature, and then on the inside of the stomach, you can see the rugae. So this here is the rugae. So you have the rugae in the different regions. So this part is the cave, the pyloric antrum, and the terminal end, this is the pylorus. So pylorus, duodenum, and then you can see this, which is the spleen. So you have the spleen, and then what holds the intestines together here on the inside, all of this is the mesentery. So all this is the mesentery, and then what anchors it to the wall here, this is the mesocolon. So the mesocolon. So now let's look at the intestines. And so in order for the large intestines, what I do is I start at the bottom and work my way up. So I start here, and the rectum is back here. So you have the rectum, and then the sigmoid colon. You can see like it makes kind of like an S shape there. So the sigmoid colon, and then this is the descending colon, because you have to get the fecal matter out. So it's the descending colon, and then I follow it this way, and this is going in this direction. So this is transverse. So it's transverse, and then this small part right here, so this would be the ascending colon because the fecal matter is going up, and then this right here is the cecum. So this is the cecum, and this here is the ileum, which is the last part of the small intestine. So the valve that's in here, you can clearly see, that's the ileocecal valve. Okay. So like I said, this is the last part of the small intestine, the ileum. The first part is the duodenum. And so what I do is find the stomach, and the duodenum is the shortest part of the small intestine. I would say probably about like right there. That would be the duodenum, and then it's the jejunum for a while until if you look at the, I mean, even if we like follow it, it's really long. So I'm not gonna follow it entirely, but yeah, those are all the structures here on this cat.